Today I want to share with you guys some thoughts on a short Futuresight for Pokemon. And I will talk a lot about the things I want to create for the Pokemon community overall. So without further ado, let's talk Pokemon. Pokemon is the biggest and best-selling franchise in human history. The Pokemon Company basically prints money with the games they produce and the joy they can bring to people all over the world with it. Since the release of Pokemon Go, the franchise got more and more attention, and in 2022 they made more money than they did in 1998 and 1999, the most successful years for the franchise so far. They put out a lot of games recently and worked on bringing more rare cards to the card game to make cracking boosters and collecting Pokemon cards even more attractive to fans and collectors. But sadly, the card game isn't as successful as it could be, which means the game isn't played as much as it should be and could be. The new digital card game variant, Pokemon Live, is still buggy and seemed to be not on the highest spot on the list for the Pokemon Company and their developers. Which is totally fine because I think the game is good, but there's so much room to improve the experience of playing the Pokemon trading card game. In the last years, Pokemon ROM hacks became more and more popular. I would argue it's because it's much more challenging than playing games designed to be played by 5-year-olds and 30-plus-year-olds alike, and because you can experience new takes on already familiar characters. In many ROM hacks, programmers would change the order of gym leaders, invent new ones, and give them new teams, for example, or change Pokemon stats and movesets to make them more powerful and viable, or a bit weaker to balance them out. And even though there are a lot of little formats for the Pokemon TCG, I think one core fundamental of many card games is close to completely missing in the Pokemon trading card game. Playing it limited. Playing in limited format means players have a limited pool of cards to play with. Just like you do in the video game, when you challenge yourself with something like a Nuzlocke, or any other challenge you make for yourself. Drafting is the most known way for playing limited. In Magic, for example, a lot of players love this format deeply. And close to each produced Magic set published has the philosophy of being draftable in mind. And in Pokemon I feel like the journey we as players go onto in the video game is just like a so-called sealed way of experiencing a card game. Sealed means we as players can only use cards which we opened in like 6 packs of cards. Just like we can only build a team out of the Pokemon available in the areas until we complete the challenges put in front of us to get to the next part of the game. We create our own story anytime we play the game, and it seems like this is one of the points why challenges like the Nuzlocke challenge are so popular. Cause we love to have a story attached to our games, or to the games we like to follow, which we create on our own way through the game. So besides new games releasing, published by Nintendo and the Pokemon Company, we as a community will create new forms to enjoy our beloved franchise. I created and designed a few formats, unlike the popular Gym Leader Challenge or the Ditto Draft. The formats I created are more like board games / card game fusions, where Pokemon players and fans can enjoy a new way to play Pokemon together with friends and create stories together with other players. A game where you have to travel through a region or choose and challenge gym leaders until we as players can try to become the champion for as long as someone else challenges us. A game much more feeling like playing Pokemon in a multiplayer game mode. Just like the ROM hacks for the video games, we as a community can and should improve these parts of the TCG. I designed a way to draft the trading card game properly as well, and most importantly to give us as players the chance to experience sealed gameplay with all the bulk cards we opened and never really use. I will show you guys a lot of cards I designed and the new game modes in future videos. In a few weeks you all can meet up with some friends and venture through Kanto, Hoenn, Johto and enjoy a chill and exciting new side of Pokemon you couldn't experience before. Or play some limited games of Pokemon with some friends or other people from a league. Or in your local gaming store. I created a Discord channel for everybody interested in my projects and playing the Pokemon TCG with one another. or to build playgroups and leagues while innovating and improving the world of Pokemon together with people which are interested in Pokemon the same way as you guys are. So if you are interested in my Pokemon trading card ROM hacks, join my Discord, subscribe, like the video and send a comment. I will bring you guys a new video introducing new parts of the ideas I pitched to you here next week, and cards to print out and play with or to put on the tabletop simulator. See you in a few days, and for so long have a great time with people you appreciate and enjoy your days. Peace out and bye.